I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy...
Toprak's corner entry was considered brutal, aggressive, yet precise. Even the Yamaha engineers monitoring the real-time data looked at each other, as if they couldn't believe what they were seeing on the monitor. Toprak's agility when braking while leaning the bike was a major highlight. The Yamaha V4, previously known for its wild corner entry, actually seemed obedient in Toprak's hands. He dared to maintain high speeds right up to the final braking point, then dropped the bike with his signature extreme yet controlled style. The data showed a significant improvement in front-end stability, something that had been a major challenge for Yamaha. Yamaha's bosses were also surprised, not only because of the competitive lap times, but because Toprak's corner execution looked like a rider who had been familiar with the bike for years. This was still in the early testing phase. Fast corner entry, very deep late braking, and then corner exit with a neat motorcycle position. It all looked natural, as if the Yamaha V4 was designed specifically for his riding style. Interestingly, Toprak's notoriously hard style actually helped Yamaha understand the direction of the bike's development. From corner entry data to extreme lean angles, the engineers gained a clear picture of the V4's maximum potential. Several paddock sources stated that Toprak's feedback was considered more honest and detailed than that of other riders, especially when the bike was at its grip limit. The atmosphere in the Yamaha garage changed drastically. Previously cautious, there was now a strong sense of optimism. Toprak wasn't just testing the bike, but rather challenging the Yamaha V4's limits with every lap. Every time he entered a corner with great aggression and exited without drama, the team's confidence increased. Here's the full news. The 2026 MotoGP test once again produced a story that sent the paddock into a frenzy. Toprak Razgatlioglu's name once again became the center of attention after his performance on the Yamaha V4 completely exceeded expectations. It wasn't just about the lap times, but also how Toprak mastered this bike, which was still in its development phase. His corner entries were considered brutal, aggressive, and extreme, yet neat and controlled, something that even shocked Yamaha's top brass. From the very beginning of the session, Toprak immediately demonstrated a different approach. He didn't wait for the bike to be completely safe to race. Instead, on corner entry, Toprak appeared to deliberately push the Yamaha V4 to its limits. He maintained high speeds until the final braking point, then dropped the bike at a sharp angle rarely attempted by other riders. This style filled the data screens in the Yamaha garage with extreme, yet consistent graphics. Yamaha engineers were amazed by the stability of the front wheel during Toprak's late braking. Corner entry has traditionally been the most crucial and difficult to control in the V4 project. However, in Toprak's hands, the bike appeared much more docile. He was able to combine hard braking, an aggressive body position, and smooth throttle control in a near-perfect sequence of movements. The Yamaha boss, watching directly from the pit wall, couldn't hide his surprise. Several times the camera captured his astonished expression as Toprak re-entered corners at seemingly unreasonable speeds, yet still exited with a clean motorcycle direction. This wasn't just bravery, but a deep understanding of the bike's grip, balance, and reactions. What made the situation even more interesting was that Toprak was able to repeat this style lap after lap. This meant his actions weren't a fluke. This consistency was a positive warning for Yamaha. The data showed significant improvements in the entry phase, particularly in corner entry speed and chassis stability. Even the lean angle achieved by Toprak was said to be more extreme than the average MotoGP rider during the test. Toprak's agility was also evident when navigating fast corners and changes of direction. The Yamaha V4, which previously felt heavy during transitions, was actually able to dance with Toprak. He shifted his body weight quickly, making the bike more responsive when swerving from left to right. This is what led many in the paddock to compare Toprak's style to that of the best corner entry specialists in MotoGP. From a development standpoint, Toprak's presence was a huge advantage for Yamaha. Every time he returned to the garage, he provided detailed feedback on corner entry. From engine braking reaction, front tire feel, to the moment the bike started to lose grip. This feedback was invaluable, coming directly from a rider who dared to explore the bike's limits. The atmosphere in the Yamaha garage changed drastically. Whereas previously, V4 testing had been cautious, now the tone was bolder and more aggressive. Toprak seemed to be opening a new window into the bike's potential. The engineers were no longer simply looking for basic stability, but were beginning to consider how to optimize Toprak's extreme riding style. This 2026 MotoGP test was a strong signal that the Yamaha V4 project was beginning to find a clear direction. Toprak's brutal corner entries were not just a show of courage, but proof that this bike had the foundation to compete. If Toprak was already able to surprise Yamaha's bosses in the testing phase, the prospect of what could happen in the official race will surely make rivals even more wary. With the agility, aggression, and incredible control displayed by Toprak Razgatlioglu, the Yamaha V4 is no longer just a bold experiment. This bike is beginning to assert its identity. And if the development process continues toward this riding style, it's not impossible that Yamaha will once again be a serious threat in MotoGP 2026. MotoGP's ADOC has once again caused a stir. Toprak Razgatlioglu's name has once again become the center of attention, after testing the Yamaha M1 V4 again in the 2026 MotoGP test series. More than just a regular test, Toprak's presence this time completely transformed the atmosphere. From the moment the bike emerged from pit lane, the spotlight from cameras, mechanics, and other riders was immediately focused on one figure: Toprak with his ever-evolving Yamaha M1 V4. From the opening laps, it was clear that Toprak was no longer just trying it out. His riding style seemed much more in tune with the M1 V4's character. He entered corners very deep, braked hard, and maintained stability on entry. His corner speeds were reportedly at levels that surprised Yamaha itself. Telemetry data showed significant improvements, especially in technical areas that had previously been Yamaha's weak points. What amazed Yamaha's engineers was how Toprak was able to maximize the V4's known aggressive character. V4 engines typically require a long adaptation period, but Toprak actually seemed to be growing in confidence with each lap. While other riders were still cautious about opening the throttle, Toprak was already boldly accelerating early, maintaining control of the rear wheel's traction. This was his trademark, extreme control that made the bike appear docile, even at its maximum limit. The excitement intensified as Toprak's times began to approach, even pushing the times of regular MotoGP riders. It wasn't just a single fast lap, but a consistency that left everyone speechless. The Yamaha pitbox monitor screen continued to show green sector after sector. Yamaha mechanics and technicians were seen discussing intensely, as what they saw was no longer just potential, but concrete evidence that the M1 V4 project was on the right track. This is where Jack Miller's reaction caught the attention. Miller, who was monitoring the test, was reportedly truly shocked by Toprak's speed of adaptation. According to paddock sources, Miller glanced at the timing screen several times with an expression of disbelief. He didn't expect a rider with a world superbike background to be able to extract such performance so quickly from a bike that wasn't even fully developed. Miller was reportedly impressed by Toprak's ability to maintain cornering speed without sacrificing stability on corner exit. In the final section, Toprak was able to achieve higher speeds with minimal wheel spin, something that had been a major challenge for Yamaha. This gave rise to renewed confidence that the M1 V4 was beginning to find its identity, and Toprak was a key factor in this process. Not only was the speed impressive, but Toprak's feedback was also considered very detailed. He was able to clearly explain the bike's needs during braking, mid-corner, and acceleration. This input allowed Yamaha to quickly adjust the setup. As a result, the bike's performance improved from session to session, and Toprak became increasingly comfortable pushing the limit.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me.